You take a simple leave of absence for a few months only to return to see utter chaos within the Empire. Hello, I am Moff Ragus, and we are currently looking at the utter devastation, to an extent, that has happened across the Empire. Currently, there are economic issues across several worlds of the Empire, but even more distressingly, Lord Vader has been lost in some manner of event. I'm entirely unsure what happened, how it happened, but Lord Vader is no longer with us. So now we must continue on and see what we can do. Our war with the former remnants of the Confederacy of Independent Systems continues. We are looking to conquer several of their worlds, but they are looking to do the same to us. So with any luck, we will be able to attain victory in this conflict. Let us take a moment to observe. Most of our claims have been made across a I almost said majority. A majority of their systems. And we are making progress, but there still needs a lot of work to be done. Another issue that we have encountered, or at least I have encountered, my predecessor, who was fired with prejudice, was well aware of this, but the current Imperial fleet is a mess, to say the least. We have ships of all types that have made this quite difficult for keeping some manner of order. So we are going to have to condense much of this fleet together and see what we can do to improve it. Probably best bet bring some of these fleets that are smaller in size together, of which there are many. Another thing that is currently in progress is the DS1 battle station. Fortunately, my predecessor was able to progress some work with it, but as you can see, there's still many days remaining, weeks, even years, for it to be completed. So let us continue where we were. Grand Moff Tarkin's fleet is currently located at Palanhi and is repairing based on some of the battle wounds that it has recently received in some of the wars that we've undertaken. The problem with pirates remains. Rondai there is one particular location. Let's see. Doran is part of our group, so destroying the pirates would be useful for us. Tarkin, once your fleet is repaired, we're gonna see if we can take out those pirates there.
Imperial starships have engaged the enemy.
What is this? Random alien menaces appearing out of nowhere.
Maintenance after this.
One of the many issues that happens in space. Alright, Tarkin, your fleet is repaired. It hasn't been replenished, but it will do. Let us follow you as we go to take on this pirate fleet. 4 Imperial Star Destroyers, which are the newest addition to the Imperial fleet, should do well against the pirates. It's definitely become clear that my predecessor was very active in shipbuilding, which is a good thing.
Commander, Imperial scouts have a discovery to report.
And at least the number of resources that we have at our disposal is quite a bit. even with the Death Star being made, it is not necessarily becoming an issue with upkeep. The Imperial 1 Star Destroyer, as we can see here, sports the latest array of turbolasers, ion cannon weaponry, some of the latest starfighters, such as TIE Interceptors and TIE Bombers, and is overall a very powerful beast in battle. This pirate fleet is composed of mostly lighter ships of the Corellian variety, a few stolen frigates, and one of the ancient Invincible class dreadnoughts. As you can see, when engaged in direct conflict, the pirate ships are no match for the Imperial Star Destroyers. Which cannot be said the same of the older Venator models, which are more of a carrier variant than any manner of true battleship. Although, Tarkin, you are starting to lose some of your ships here. That is not ideal in the slightest. Grand Moff Tarkin, I think you may have been a bit overconfident in your power. Oh. Another Star Destroyer fleeing. And an entire Star Destroyer destroyed? Tarkin, I am very disappointed in what you've done here. What is this? 6 stormtroopers. A local garrison on Relis has become infected with an unknown disease. Researchers believe this is a new type of virus, and that we should handle this situation very carefully. Without knowing exactly what the virus is capable of, it would be better to quarantine the infected stormtroopers. To do that, we would have to send in a replacement garrison to keep the order. Some researchers say that quarantining the troops is not necessary. The virus is not as aggressive as some believe, and we should keep the troopers at their posts, while they are developing a cure. Let us focus on a cure here. Tarkin, that was an absolute disaster there, you fool. Ah, I am very disappointed in the Grand Moff's performance there. Everything said that he should have been more than capable of achieving victory there. Instead, he has utterly failed us, and failed the Empire. And to think that the Emperor wishes for him to lead the Death Star project.
The retreat has been sounded.
As if things weren't bad enough, a rogue Confederate cruiser appears. But fortunately, the system defenses should be more than capable of taking it on.
Permission granted to land on platform 327.
So several of the forces that we have arrayed against pirates and other threats around here. Admiral Clathor, we're going to send you out to see what you can do. We do not need to risk an altercation with the Tanab Authority over 300 minerals. That is a pitiful amount to worry about. And what is with... I cannot believe this. My predecessor has made all manner of colony ships, of which are a total waste to our resources. As if the galaxy wasn't already inhabited for the most part. There are perhaps a few systems that lack proper habitation by Imperial human forces, but certainly nowhere near the what would demand more than 10 colony ships. Our predecessor was an utter fool. Perhaps he was hired by Grand Moff Tarkin, since we just saw Moff Tarkin's utter disappointment. Wreckage cargo returned, our pleasure.
Transport en route.
We have a very small force out here taking on Confederate forces. Let us do a quick array of what's going on. And let's head for Farstein. Taking a look at our forces, I think we should be able to advance upon them. So let's move immediately to invade, rather than giving them time to prepare their forces.
Transport en route.
Our ground forces have begun their assault.
Oh, this should do very well. A mixture of AT-ATs, TIE Strikers, Stormtroopers, and even some hover tanks. Should do quite well against any basic garrison force. While our forces continue the assault there, let's take another moment to review what we have. So this asteroid outpost is currently suffering from some manner of unemployment. If we take a look at our resources are pretty good for the most
Surface
part.
assault has routed the enemy. Lord Vader
Research
will be most
might
pleased.
be what we want to focus on. Hypermatter is another thing, though, as well. So let's do a clinic here. And we'll do a basic habitat district. Karita, center of the Imperial Academy. A very good source for troops, garrisons, anything that you need to lead the Imperial war efforts.
Calculating jump to light speed.
Taking a look at all of this, I think we will assign some manner, since our resources are well covered, we will assign some manner of automation to most of our sectors. The Coruscant sector we will leave to ourselves, and Karita we will leave to ourselves. Everything else we'll allow to be automated. The lesser Moffs and other governors should be able to take care of their issues with little input from our own. So let's take a quick look. Daver Kuat, you will be automated. and focus on production, or no, manufacturing. Fondor will be the same thing, also focusing on manufacturing. Naboo will be a basic, actually, we'll do a balanced basic approach at Naboo. Rendili will also focus on manufacturing. Now, we have gone over in the past some of the aspects of automation. I'm not entirely sure if these focuses actually do anything to change, say, the distinction in base Stellaris, and if they actually have any effects in Fallen Republic. Yes, I've converted over from my more role-playing voice to just the regular newbie now. Trying to keep up that Imperial Moff attempt at an accent. It was wearing down on me a little bit. So yeah, we're taking a look here. Yeah, I'm not very, so like, I think I have a decent voice and all that, and you know, most people say that, but trying to do accents, I've never been very good at doing. But yeah, I do wonder if the focuses in base Stellaris determine what kind of planets are, the designation for planets that are chosen. So, given that this mod only has one designation that I think is determined based on population, I don't think it's going to really change anything, whether we choose balanced or manufacturing. At least that's my suspicion. We'll choose some of them for, you know, some of those sectors, see what happens, but I'm not really expecting too much. Yeah, it's definitely been clear that the AI messed up. Poor Vader was lost. I still don't even know how they lost Vader. Actually, thinking about it, I should check and see if Tarkin's still alive. I don't think I saw something. Why do we have 2 Castel sectors? What the hell? We also have all manner of sectors that are like 1 planet sectors, which is a little distressing as well. But it is what it is. Krita, I'm not doing. Talasia will be that. Elodia will be that. Dakar. Hey, Dakar we have. Interesting. That's where the resistance base is located. Alright, so we've automated everything but Krita. And, yeah, that's really about it. Oh, and the frontier sector hasn't been automated, but, you know, we don't like to do that. One thing I wish you could do, and I don't think you can, I don't think you can change the order and the outliner. Oh, really? Closing that opens up all of those? Oh, that's disappointing. That is very disappointing. Oh. Alright, well, let's continue. So yeah, the AI just kind of messed some stuff up, and they've made these really ridiculous looking... Oh, this is a, How do we have this kind of fleet? Because this isn't just like 1 or 2, this is a hell of a lot of Confederates. I am very confused at how Pelion has a fleet that has all of these Confederate ship designs. Because we don't have Confederate ship designs in this, do we? No, not that I'm seeing. Rising unemployment. Oh dear. Yeah, we don't have Confederate ship designs, so I am completely lost as to how this happened. So if anyone has any ideas on how Pelion got a fleet with 1 million Confederate corvettes and all that in it, let me know. I mean, I know we've made some progress on taking over people, but unless there was a big Confederate sort of force that was integrated, that could be. It's the only other thing I can think of. Alright, Jervo's World. It's an outpost. We have reactors, industrial, and leisure. Let's do the Habitat District for now, since that covers a few different options. Oh my god, look at all of this unemployment.
Enemy forces on our scopes.
Alright, what is this enemy force that's approaching us? A 17.3k fleet. Nothing too serious. Also, yeah, I did mention looking to go see Tarkin. Tarkin, are you alive? Lord Tarkin, can you hear me? Nope, I killed Tarkin. Whoops. Well, I guess the AI isn't the only thing that messes up. Oops. Doing a quick look. So yeah, none of those corvettes can upgrade.
We're going to need maintenance after this.
So yeah, the only thing I can think of is that they integrated someone at some point. All of these fleets, let's merge you together. And even then, you make a weird looking fleet. Alright, Rendili, where the hell are you? Colony lost to the new Enclave, who controls the starbase. And the what? What the hell is this? Alright, where is Biss? Oh, here we go. Theocratic Republic. They have a truce with us till 08. What the hell happened here? I look away for one moment. Is this supposed to be a Relus? I have no idea what happened. I'm guessing it was some manner of rebellion. But I didn't even see any alerts about it. Oh, jeez.
Transport en route.
Alright, so that's been fully taken over. This is only partially occupied, so we should go take that over. And I just realized, like, the whole Coruscant sector just completely dissolved. I think, anyways. What the hell is happening? Oh, that's just that transport fleet. Nothing to be concerned about. Alright, Admiral Clathor. If you lose to this, I will be very, very disappointed.
Research completed. Per your request, our ships have been retrofitted.
Well, we got Rebellion-era frigates available. Let's go for that. We also really need to drop this Empire Sprawl. So if we're gonna do that, we should probably... Should we do administrative districts here? Probably, because it doesn't... I mean, we have some research going on Coruscant. But it's not the best. Although we could do this academy. A cure developed. Hooray. Okay, I'm gonna pause for one moment here. Let's see. Planets and sectors. Outputs. So the Coruscant sector obviously produces the most research. Is that solely because of Coruscant? I would lean towards no, but there are a lot of worlds here. If it is because of Coruscant, I'll use that. Well, Empress Theta is 105, 106, 105. Coruscant is a bit more than that. Alright, so I guess it is Coruscant. So let's focus there. Although let's take one moment as well just to look at any planetary features. Yeah, the Great Library of Sinagar produces research, but it doesn't have any, like, bonuses. Whereas Coruscant, I think, does have some bonuses. Actually, Coruscant does not have any bonuses. Okay. In that instance... well, we'll still just do the Academy here. The Rebel Roar. So, let's see. From the deepest reaches of the Outer Rim to the tallest Coruscant spires, a word ripples through the galaxy. Stirs the hearts of millions, terrorizes billions, and inspires trillions. Though long thought dead at the hands of the Emperor Palpatine, during his overthrow of the Old Republic, the word... one that carries a death sentence on 100 planets burns anew. Rebellion. Begun the Galactic Civil War has. Ah, shit. Well, we're not involved in... well, oh, so they've become the Rebel Alliance. Led by Senator Xana Kataman. We're not necessarily at war with them yet, but I want to say there's an event that will fire sometime soon here. So if we are going to eventually get involved in a war, we should probably prepare for it. Unfortunately, from a strategic point of view, we're really not set up very well. Like Palanhe, that's probably a good place to, you know, have some stuff, but like all along here, heading towards Coruscant, like Coruscant is really the only thing, and Coruscant doesn't even have any good defenses. Oh, jeez. AI, what do you do?
Permission granted to land on platform 327.
And Zug? Why does Zug have... why does Zug even warrant having a starport? I think that one we're going to get rid of. Downgrade, agree. Yeah, we're still even collecting the stuff from Argyle here. You know, that's another thing that the AI does weird. They inhabit all of these worlds that aren't even necessarily beneficial to us. Which obviously means that you're spending a lot more for upkeep. Esperidium, let's give you a district. Doesn't really matter what kind of districts, because it's mostly just for building this up a little bit. And let's do some trade. Could use the residences, that'll help. Starports and trade market. Vandor, you have 3 unemployment right now. Probably aim to do a similar thing. Oh, this is just a disaster. Disaster AI. Alright, so we have Group 1, which is the 13th Sector Fleet. Group 2, which is the 2nd Sector Fleet. We need to make a new 1st Sector Fleet. Yeah, we're over our naval capacity, but we have more than enough alloys to warrant it. Biggest question is going to be the hyperfuel, but that we can kind of take care of a little bit if we build more refineries. One of these worlds I can build one on. Here we go. Yeah, I'm definitely... So, I'm perhaps a little scattered at the moment for this episode. Just because I'm trying to get a hold of where everything is. Since I left the AI to do all of this. And it's definitely clear that the AI has done some stuff alright, but then other stuff has just been a total mess. Alright, new fleet. What are we doing with you? Well, an allegiance would be nice to be the flagship for the fleet. And I know people have not necessarily recommended it, and to some extent it was a mess. But we're gonna go with a group of Star Destroyers. What's our fleet capacity again? Fleet capacity is 270. So the Allegiance takes 59, so we'll round that up to 60. Star Destroyer is 30.
Oh no!
So if we build 4 Star Destroyers, and that's 120, and 60, that's 180. One more Star Destroyer gets us up to 210. Then we need some anti-fighter capacity. Well, an interdictor would be useful as well. Although, why we get the CC-7700 and not the interdicted cruiser yet, I don't know. Let's do an interdictor. That's only 7. Nebulan Bs are only 6, so we can build quite a few of those. And then some Raider Corvettes.
Imperial scientists have new advancements to show us. Rival powers have allied.
Rival powers have allied. What? Traitors. Traitors, all of them. What is that anyways? Galactic Commerce Coalition voted to form an alliance. The Kingdom of Zeltros and the Intergalactic Banking Clan. Interesting. Alright folks, so that is going to be it here for this episode. I know it seemed a little... out of place a little, I guess, you know. For one, I started with the little roleplay voice, and then I had to end it because it was hurting my throat, or my mouth, or whatever. But two, it also, just trying to get acquainted with the state of things in the Empire. The AI loves to just do these ragtag fleets of every little ship design, which I guess kind of works, but at the same time is also weird. before I end it, let's go ahead and go through the fleets, just to put them into groups. So that's group 1. There's this group here that's under a first sector fleet. But you, I'm probably just going to condense with someone. This can be a group 3. Are you the one that I can condense? No, not quite. Pelion, you can take those Star Destroyers. Oh my god, we have all these fleets here. What the hell is going on? Are any of these fleets following another fleet, or... No orders, no orders, no orders. Alright. So Pelion, we're going to send you north. We have that fleet there. We have group 3 at Follis. And group 4 also at Follis. Put into a fleet, and... well, I guess we have a group 5 as well. Over at Telos. What the hell are you doing all the way out there? I have no idea. Alright folks, so that's going to be it here for today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. And if you have any comments on the state of things, be sure to leave them below. Hopefully in the next episode, when we start next week, we'll get a little bit more into finishing up this war with the Confederacy. And then we'll go from there to probably taking on the rebels. And probably start the next stage of the Death Star as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.